Hey everyone, I want to talk about inventory. We're into the second month of the year. It is what? February, right? And we have to take an inventory for our business. We got to do that, right? So 1 second, I'll just clean this up a little bit. We have to take an inventory. And to many, and I know to me, in my company, it's always seemed like an overwhelming task. No matter how big your inventory is, the smaller it is, the easier it is. But if you're a smaller company, then you probably have to do it yourself. If you're a bigger company, you have a team and they can do it, but it could take days. Where is the upside? That is one question, no matter what's going on. And it's not always easy to hop on that question when we're given a challenge, when we're given something that makes us feel even really bad, or like it's devastating, or it's lesser than that. It's something that we prefer not to have in our life, but we have it. So the question then becomes, what's the upside? Where's the lesson? What do I need to, what's the benefit in this moment in time, no matter what the moment serves us? What's the benefit? Because it's always a benefit. And when you look at everyday challenges and everyday gifts, whether you're feeling great and wonderful, this wonderful thing happened and you make big sales and you got a new design, you got a new line of jewelry, you got something new, you're excited, you got someone in your family had something great happen, or your friends, and then we have to use not only the happy and plus times that make us feel good, but we've also got to take a deep dive in the challenges we wish we didn't have. Inventory is one of those. It can be really painful for some people. And I know when I was starting my company and I had to do all my inventory myself, and we had 6 sales reps on the road that carried stock. I mean, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 each of jewelry in the trunk of their car, going from store to store selling cash and carry. Well, that inventory had to be taken every year. And my wife and I, or I, if she wasn't with me, would go to our sales rep, and I'd go to Washington. Where was it? Well, actually, it's out near the mountain, Mount St. Helens, and sitting at the base of the mountain doing inventory for 3 days. What the heck was the name of that? It was beautiful out in the mountains south of Seattle. Just beautiful there. Now, it's a little chilly for me at the time of the year that I went, that I'm remembering. And then I would go to Florida to do inventory, go to California. These are where the reps are. In Massachusetts, do inventory. In Ocean City, Maryland, doing inventory. In Virginia, doing inventory. So it was a lot of work, and I dreaded doing it. But on the upside, it's like, wow, I didn't know I had so much. And, I thought this was selling, but it didn't. And I didn't know that it sold so well, all gone but one piece, right? You say, well, I sent you 100 of them a month ago. They're all gone. I didn't realize it because 6 people writing all these different orders, writing by hand, all have to be entered in the computer. And my point is tracking. So back in the day, it wasn't so easy. You don't do things on your phone. There wasn't a phone to do it on. Or you didn't have an iPad or a PDA or any of that stuff to do it on. But today we do. It's much easier. And the closer you track your inventory, the better your sales are going to be. Because it depends what you do when you track your inventory. You keep buying something that's not really selling. Well, I'm going to give you an example. Okay, I had a manager that worked in my company for some years, and she moved from position to position. I put her in inventory because she had some experience in it. It just didn't end up that she had good experience, or she didn't know numbers, certainly like I did, but she didn't know numbers of true inventory. So she would purchase things like larger quantities than needed. If you sell something 5 pieces in 2 years, why would you order 50 of them? Well, she made some of those mistakes. You shouldn't make those mistakes either. Even if you love it, you've got to say, wow, that piece didn't sell well like I thought it would. You bought 20 pieces of jewelry, you sold 1 in a year, and you have a lot of different SKUs, and you're maybe not watching it all the time, but at the year-end inventory, this is when it's a big gift is what it is. When and only when you analyze that inventory and say, what worked? What didn't work? What am I left with? What am I going to do with it? And I'm going to throw a little advertisement in here. Peter Stone will take your jewelry that you can't sell and trade it out for new shiny jewelry, whether it's 10 years old, 5 years old, 1 year old, or 1 month old. That jewelry will exchange out. There's a process and there's a way to do it. It's not like 1 for 1. We take a risk taking that jewelry back, whether it's Peter Stone jewelry or not. As long as it's marked 925 or sterling silver, we'll trade it out. So back to the inventory. Maybe you've done your inventory, so now is the time to analyze it. You've really got to do this because this is one of the biggest problems in business. I know myself. I didn't pay attention in the beginning, and I thought something was selling, and I would buy more of it and buy more of it, and then I wondered why I have so much of it. Thank God it was silver, and I could melt it down and recycle it and make money, but you can't do that with T-shirts, candles, and a whole bunch of other things. Maybe you can with candles, but a lot of things you can't. You get stuck. But fortunately, we can recycle precious metals. And as time moves forward, they get more valuable, all the more reason. If your inventory in your store is a small part of jewelry, maybe you want to expand that too. Because when a store takes on jewelry and they do it the right way, it becomes 1/3 or 30% of your sales throughout the year. When it's presented properly, when it's the right jewelry, when you're not buying what everybody else has, and when you pay attention to the numbers, you can do very well. We have for 35 years. And there's a reason. You want quality, and take a look at that inventory that didn't sell and ask why. Ask why, take notes, and don't repeat the mistake. Use it, learn from it. As it may be painful, but you gotta learn from it. And some people just sit and they think, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. At one point, your cash is tied up for years or too long. When you think, oh, I can sell it, I paid this, I don't want to lose that money. You know what you're doing. When people have that short vision, you've got to look forward to a year or two sitting on the same inventory. The cash is stuck. But if you take a loss or you sell it at cost or you trade it in at metal value and you get something that will sell and you turn that 3 to 5 times or more in a year, then any loss you had, you've made up for it a couple times over. And now you're profiting. So please take note And you can follow us here, subscribe, and ask, inquire. Send us an email. Peter, what's the best way to look at my inventory? Send me your inventory. I'll help you with it. But we can hop on a call. I'll help you with your business. That's what we do. That's what I like to do. This is why many of our customers have been with us so many years. In some cases, we deeply engage with them. With other cases, we don't. They know how to run the business. Then there's other people that sometimes they don't want to ask for help. And they think I can do it myself. But then on the other side, they're saying, well, I don't have enough sales. So it's really in multiplying the experience of someone who's been in business for a long time. I know that's how I've been in business for a long time, is I've listened to smart people. Listen, not saying that you're not. I've just listened to people that are experienced, and they tell me this and they tell me that, and they say, beware of this, watch this, look at that, pay attention to this. Then I act. And that has helped me tremendously. Many people have helped Peter Stone knowingly and unknowingly. Hey, Peter, if I was you, I would do this. Some people won't say anything, but I observe them. Seek people who have done it. Seek people who are making money. Seek people that you want to maybe model and have a good business model to grow your business. This is Peter Stone saying thanks. And this is maybe the last bonus on inventory, but I'm going to get you one more time, I think, because it's such an important, because some people just put it off, put it off, put it off, put it off. I was one of those at one point, but the longer you put it off, the more money you're going to lose. Or the less money you're going to make, because when you identify those numbers, boom, action time. That's it. I'll see you later. This is Peter Stone.